Closer. We're just going to go through pick-offs, and then we'll go through pitchers fielders practice, pitchers fielding practice, and then that'll be it for the session. All right. So pick-offs. I need a ball. Thanks. Right, I got one. All right. So some balks. Okay. I guess to not balk. Let's put it this way. To not balk. Okay. When I get into my set position, all right, I just have two options. I lift my front leg. I pitch the plate. I lift my back leg. I can become an infielder, or I can pick off to first, okay? Or I can move my head, okay? They're the only three things that can move, okay? But whichever one moves, I have to commit to that movement. So front leg goes, I pitch to the plate. Back leg goes, I then pick off, and obviously I can do this at free rein, okay? So we're gonna go through pick-offs to first base, okay? So there's two ways to pick off. You get in your set position, you pick off, you become an infielder, and then you can just turn to throw. You don't have to throw. If you step off the back, you don't have to throw. You become an infielder. Anytime you step off the back of the plate, you're now an infielder. Okay? If I was to step off the back and I still have my hands together and then put my foot back on the pitcher's plate, that is a balk. I have to step off the back, disengage my hands. Okay? Now become an infielder. I can now walk around whatever I like to do, and then I can now get back on the plate again to get my signs. Okay, so as soon as I step off, okay, and if my hands are still together and I'm checking to see what's going on, I do nothing and my hands are still together and I step back on the plate, that's a balk. Okay, if I want to step off the back, I step off, I disengage with my hands, and I can see what's going on. Generally, when does this come into play? When does a pitcher step off in this situation? So they come here and they just step off. What situation?
Too big a lead.
Too big of a lead? Anything else? Maybe the pitcher doesn't feel confident with what's going on, whether they think, oh, hang on, did I get the right signs? So they might be in this position here. Oh, hang on, what pitch did we put down again? I'm not quite sure. I'll just step off and we'll start again. Okay? What else might happen for us to pick off? Yeah, the runner might take off. So we've got to run at first base and then they take off early. Okay? I can just step off, become an infielder, and then see what's going on. Or he's still going to second base. I throw the ball to second base, we get an out. Okay, so there's some situations that might call upon. The biggest thing I want to I guess, explain again is that if a pitcher doesn't feel confident or if something doesn't feel right with the pitcher, they can simply just stand back. Okay, stand off the plate. And then we can start again. Get your signs, come to your set, and then pitch. Okay. The pitcher has control of the ball, so they've got control of how long the game goes for. So if the pitcher doesn't feel right, they just step off and we'll start again. Okay. Picking off to first base now, so you can pick off if you step off the back, but a quicker pick off. Now I have to pick off as a right-hander. I'm now going to step to the side and then throw to first base. So I've stepped off the plate. I have stepped off the plate. I have no longer made contact with the plate. I just can't stand on the plate to turn. I have to, what the umpires call disengage. Is that right, Brandon? Disengage. I have to disengage from the plate. I have to remove my foot from the plate. I can now step to the side to pick off. If I step to the side as a righty, I have to pick off, okay? So here, you just step off and become an infielder. Here, I have to pick off. Lefties, what do lefties got advantage of? Curdy, anyone, lefties?
Being able to see the runner.
Yeah, let's see it, yep.
So pick off?
Yep, pick off.
Harry's going to pick off.
He's going to pick off, mate. Sweet. All right, so the lefty has advantage. They can look right at you and either lift their front leg now and pitch to the plate, or lift their front leg and pick off. Okay, same rules apply as a lefty. If they want to step off the back, they have to separate their hands before they come back on the plate. But the advantages with the lefty is that, let me do it as a righty, so you guys have a bit of an idea. They can lift up their leg and pick off, or lift up their leg and pitch to the plate as a lefty. So pitch or pick off, alrighty? Now in relation to balks with a left-handed pitcher, umpires, who's an umpire here? No one? Sweet. Alright, so generally they work with about a 45-degree angle. I guess we don't really teach the 45-degree angle. I guess the umpires, I believe, see it as more as distance and direction, or did they attempt to go to first base, or did they attempt to go to home? That's, I guess, the umpire's justification whether to call a balk or not, okay? But generally we just ask, I guess, as a general teaching tool for the pitchers, is we just ask about that, roughly about that 45-degree angle, all right, from their feet. if we work with that, then distance and direction sort of plays out itself, that if my distance and direction is 45 degrees, okay, I can go to first base. In saying that, as we get a little bit older and the competition starts evolving, right, with ourselves, and I guess we go into stronger competitions, I can start flirting with that line. How far can I get on that line? Yeah, as far as you want until the umpire calls a balk. Okay, so I mean, as far as you want to take it, and then you go from there. But just a good starting point is, yes, that 45-degree angle, knowing that the umpires judge distance and direction with a left-handed pick-off. Sweet. Picking off to second base. What are the movements here for picking off to second base? Yeah, so you can do what we call an inside move or a kick around move. So I come to the set. Now this is the same for righties and lefties. Okay, exactly the same movements, except for you spin in opposite directions. Come to my set, I lift my leg up and then I spin around to throw. I'll try that again. Lift my leg up, replace my feet, and then throw. Show it again. Now, when does this come into play? When does this, I guess, pick-off come into play? Yeah, runner gets a big secondary maybe.
Or if he's got a steal sign on, he might go on first move.
How do we know that as a pitcher?
We don't.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, if we think that the runner's stealing, okay, we could possibly do the inside move, okay, to throw. What else might come? What other situation might come about an inside move?
Oh, bunt defense.
Bunt defense. Yeah. So defensively, if we think that the batting team might be putting a bunt on, sacrifice bunt, a good way to try and get the batter to tip off what's going on is to do an inside move, because as soon as I lift up my leg as a pitcher, the bunter is going to start moving towards the bunting position. So as a pitcher, I just kick myself up. Everyone else on my team is watching the batter. If the batter flinches, all of a sudden, okay, they are going to bunt, so we got the option to put a bunt defense on, or at least we know that there's a good chance they're going to bunt the ball. There you go. I don't know if you guys saw the specifics of it, but why did I step off and then replace my feet to throw? Sorry?
To break contact?
Not necessarily, no. You can still just spin around and kick to pick off.
More accurate,
Yeah, you're more accurate. I guess with those in line, if the runner's taking off, okay, then I've got more control of my body to assess what's going on. Or they're going to third base, I'm going to throw. Okay, or in the line of the bunt defensive thing, I'm not really picking off. I'm just trying to see if the hitter's going to tip off what's going on. So, and see what's going on here. Okay, the extra shuffle step gives us more control and more time to assess what's going on. Because once again, if we get a pick off in a pick off, if we get an out in a pick off situation, that is a bonus, yeah? All right.
Do you release the ball, or do you just go through the motions and come?
Yeah, no, you can just go through the motions, so you can just, and still have the ball in your hand.
Okay.
Yep. Other way to pick off is a 180 turn. Okay. All I'm doing is just replacing my feet. Okay. Except for, and you'll see in a second, my front foot will actually be a little bit further than pitcher's plate. Okay. So my right foot replaces my left foot. This is for a right-handed pitcher. All right. Right foot replaces my left foot, turn, and then throw from this position here. Okay. This one's a lot quicker. It's what we call what do we call this move, Buds? I've lost. Spin move. Thank you. Spin move. All right, spin move. And you can see the way I've spun is my glove side. Okay, I haven't gone against my momentum, because if I go the inside move, I've got to spin all the way around to throw. Where here, I'm just pivoting. Right to left, left to target. All right, have you guys remember hearing that before? A lot of things we do. Right to left to target. To throw the ball. Once again, you don't have to throw the ball, okay? But that's just another way to do it. Left is obviously in reverse. Thanks, Kerry. I'm done, mate. With the spin move, who tips off the spin move?
Whoever's got the bag, so they'll flash, glove, or get daylight on it.
Yeah, one of the pivots. Whatever sign you have within the pivots, as soon as they give that sign, you do your spin move accordingly. Third base, do we pick off to third base?
If he's being
real cheeky, mate, why not?
Why do we pick off?
Keep running close to the bag.
Keep runners close to the bag. So is that runner really going to go anywhere? Who's going to hurt us the most? The runner here or the person in the batter's box with the runner at third base? Who's going to score the run? The batter. The batter's going to score the run. So all our attention really, maybe 2% of our attention is probably over here, but 98% of our attention is the guy in the box, because he's going to hurt us the most. This person may steal 2% of our lifetime. I've never seen anyone steal home live. I've never seen anyone steal home plate. Okay, so this person here is going to hurt me the most. This person here has got to hit this person in.
There's a lot of Japanese players up here, so it's a slim chance. It's a better chance up here than maybe in Brisbane. Japanese baseball are a bit more than Western baseball.
Alright, so I guess we'd rather all of our attention at the batter. The batter's the one that's got to hurt us. A lot of things can go wrong. I can step off and throw the ball all the way to the fence, and then the runner trickles on into home plate. All right, all of our 98 or even 99.9% of our attention is on the batter. He's the one that's going to hurt us the most. Good stuff. One last thing for 5 minutes. We're going to go through PFP. All right. Yes.
What about your first and third move this year?
I don't know. What's the rule for that now? I don't even know what the rule is. Is it gone? All right, sweet, done, gone. Can't do it anymore. So you guys know what a first to third or a third to first move is. So this position here is a righty. It used to be I could fake and then throw and assess what's going on. So you're suckering in with runners at first and third. You're suckering in the runner at first to start stealing. So you're trying to catch him off guard. So once again, I still step off, replace my feet, and assess what's going on. So, and then see what's going on here. All right. So I'm not just kicking my leg off and falling over. I'm still replacing my feet to see what's happening. Yeah, don't worry about it. We don't do it anymore. Don't know what I talk about for.
No, because now it's cool.
All right, one last thing. PFP for 5 minutes, and then we're done. All right. Do you guys understand what PFP is? All right, pitches fielding practice. Okay. We're just going to go through an exercise. The mechanics of it, the specifics of it, we're not really going to worry about. I may address first base routes as we get it, but I just want you to go through this routine because I think it's a pretty good routine to go through. Plenty of action happening and plenty of, you involve your infielders as well as your pitchers. So for this activity, please, can I get a first baseman, a pivot, a third baseman, and a catcher? The rest, everyone else is going to be pitchers. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 fielders, and the rest are going to be pitchers. So if you're a pitcher, hang about, please. Field a bunt, double play, cover first base. No, you're right. Don't throw the ball, guys. Hang on, give me your baseball. So you start dry. Everyone goes at the same time. So everyone dry pitches at the same time. And then at a point of contact, all the balls come out at the same time. So give me 2 seconds. There we go. All right, now you rotate. So Rick, you go to the middle. You're down one, Kurt, you're off. Next pitcher in. Roll them in, just roll them into the home plate. There we go, here we go. Let's get it going. There we go. Oh. There we go, rotate. No, we'll just play here. Yeah, pitcher's cover. Sorry. There we go. Hey, Aaron, you don't have to move anywhere. There we go. Oh. There we go.
Good stuff. Just behind your feet, I've got a bucket here. What are you doing? Hustling towards the line, you go. Running to the line, and then you're sort of running up the curve. Just shorten your step.
Alright, so you guys understand why we go up the line? Why do we go up the line? Yeah, I'll just get in front, just leave my to the run. If I get straight to the bag, in my direction here, I've crossed now the runner's path. All of a sudden anything could happen. So get to the line and then run parallel. What about after you touch the bag, Paul? Yeah, so touch the bag and then what happens?
With the ball?
Yeah, so you touch the ball.
Yeah, I'm just looking back for the if there's a runner on two or whatever the ball.
Yeah. So as soon as you touch the bag, just don't give up and go on the field. Touch the bag and then see what's going on. Something else could be happening. So for the sake of this drill, something might be happening, so we'll check out what's going on.